this season to start, and how do you feel the off-season preparation as well?
I think we're all really excited about the season. There's some new people that came in that are definitely going to make an attribution to the team, and I think the off-season grind has really shown us what we're capable of, and I think we have a lot to offer this year that not a lot of people are ready for.
I think we had a short amount of time during preseason, but I think we did everything we can in the time that we had. We were in the gym for at least 4 or 5 hours a day, and we had people coming in before and still staying after extra for reps. This is a very driven team, and I think that's going to get us far this year.
I think just like thinking about over spring, like if you're talking about the whole off season we had, like we were given a lot of tools, especially by Kevin and by Coach Smith, like to get in the weight room over summer too. So I think being able to have those tools like to help us get stronger, and then having the short preseason, we were already prepared to come in and work hard. So I don't think it took us as long to get adjusted as it has in the previous years. So I think we kind of just went into it quick, and we did good.
Last year it took you guys a couple of games to really get adjusted to that new system that got adapted under Cardoza. Now that you enter year 2, how do you feel going into the preseason with the beginning of the year right around the corner?
I think we all feel pretty confident. We honestly have pretty much our same team from last year with the addition of a couple transfers, and I think they have already really connected with us, and just during the preseason you can tell that we are way ahead of what we were last year, and it's exciting to watch.
I think our scrimmage really showed us that we connected really well together too, and that we have a lot to offer.
Yeah, we have a lot of connections already, so I think just going in, having that, and then we're keeping the same systems basically. Like we're switching some stuff, we're just getting better every practice, so I think it's good to already have that base.
We talked a little bit with Kevin about the non-conference schedule right out of the gate. Those first 9 games are really challenging slate for you guys. What's the mentality and mantra in the locker room going into that schedule?
I think we can only get better being able to play those games, and I think that's the focus, is for us to get better and do our best and hopefully win. But if not, we're still getting better and getting ready for the season because we still want to get on the banner.
I think, as we said earlier, we are more ahead than we were last year, so I think we are ready to go into these 9 games. We've all been told that these are important 9 games, so we know we don't have any time to slack off or to not try as hard in practice. So everyone's coming in 100% every day and getting ready for these 9 games.
I think it's exciting. These games are very important, not only for just the first 9 games of the season and showing what we're capable of, but also like they're important later on down the road as we get closer to conference play and everything. And I think it's really important to us that we start off strong, because the stronger we start, the easier it will be as we get later into the conference games.
You guys kick off the home schedule for the fall sports on September 2nd against SVU, and then once again for the Code Red slate against Bridgewater. Maya, for you specifically, what is it going to mean to play in Turner Gym this year?
I'm super excited to play in Turner Gym this year. We have a great atmosphere of just student athletes and just students in general. I think everyone knows where we have come from and knows how hard we are working, so they're also on our side and they want us to do good, so they come and support us, we support them, so I'm excited just to see everyone in there and watch us get better this year.
Obviously, with the hard non-conference schedule and the difficult ODAC conference, are there any specific matchups that you're looking forward to that you kind of have circled on the calendar for this year?
Yeah, definitely Washington and Lee. I think we're kind of coming back ready to hammer down on everything that we've learned since spring season even, and kind of show them what we've got, because I don't think that they're even ready for what we have. So I think that's just really exciting for us to go in, and we play them the day after our Code Red. Like, that's a big game just in general. So having 2 back-to-back big games is like very exciting and appealing. So I'm really excited for that one for sure.
Yeah, I think preseason polls are coming out soon, so I think it's going to be fun playing anybody that's above us just to prove those preseason polls wrong and be able to prove that we are at the top.
I think for me personally, I'm most excited to play like Valwez and Randolph-Macon because my freshman year we played there and we're about to play there again and we've lost to them in the previous year. So I think I'm just excited to come back because I know like we weren't as prepared as we are now. We were earlier on in the season. So I think even if we had played them at the end of last year, I think it would have been much closer. And I think this year I'm really excited to play them and hopefully win.
In your eyes, what is this year's group's greatest
I think it has to be our connection and just our drive and willingness to want to be better. Like I said before, everybody wants to be in practice and everybody is getting reps, getting extra reps, getting reps after practice. We just really want this, and I think everybody's on the same page.
I agree, because I feel like we have all the pieces now, so now it's just about how can we work together as a team to make sure that all those pieces are in place and we use them to beat these teams.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think it's our relationships with each other. I think we're all pretty close. And I think just being able this past year to want to grow our program, even in the process of getting Kevin as a coach and like interviewing him, like the drive we had even in that, and then our relationship coming into this next season, I think has been our strongest force that we have on the team.
Clearly, you guys are a tight-knit bunch. How would you describe the culture of this squad and the overall atmosphere in the locker room?
I'd say the culture is, we try to keep it overall positive. Like, we want to have the positive mindset. We want to be uplifting to each other in the locker room, in the classroom, and on the court. Like, that's our main thing, I think, because we realize that's when we thrive best, is when we're lifting each other up. Like, it's good to have constructive criticism, and we do that as well, but we want to build our relationships with each other and our communication with each other so that we can do that in a positive way, and I think that's what helps us a lot.
Yeah, going off of Tori, I think we have a very positive culture, and I think that helps us because we know that we can keep each other accountable, and we're able to tell people what they're doing wrong or what they can do better because we all trust each other. So just being able to communicate honestly and like just be able to go with what we're saying.
I think our culture is very family-like. A lot of teams force team bonding, and I feel like our group kind of does it on its own. We all spend a lot of time with each other, even outside of volleyball, and that just shows how we are as like people, and then it also strengthens our connection on the court, and I think that's what makes us a better team. So.
Ava, when you talk about team bonding activities, is there one moment that really resonated from the end of last season to the beginning of this one?
I don't know. I mean, like last year, one that we did have was during season, whenever we went all to the fall, on our fall break, we went to the maze and stuff. I think that was a lot of fun for us. We were all competing. I mean, that just shows, like, we all competed to see who can get through the maze fastest, and that just shows that we compete with each other even outside of, like, being on the court, and that just kind of shows how we are, and we still really enjoy spending a lot of time together, so.
Who was the first one out of the maze?
Oh, shoot, I don't remember.
I have no idea.
I think we got accused of cheating, my group.
Obviously, you guys have big aspirations as a team, but for you three individuals as key leaders on this squad, do you have any personal goals for this season?
I think a personal goal for me is just to help somebody else take my spot when I leave. I think it's important to grow leadership on our team, so I think throughout this season I want to be able to teach people and help them get to where I am, so in the future program that we can continue growing when I am gone.
I think me and Tori have some people to prove wrong with our third team all ODAC last year. I think we definitely want to prove that wrong and hopefully definitely get first team, and then maybe some other aspirations outside of winning ODAC and getting that, then the like NCAA tournament play. I think there's some big goals arising in there too, so.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think I was on the beach team and I quit it so I could work on the spring season because I believed in this program so much, and I think the spring season has helped me a lot as a player and as a teammate, and I just kind of want to grow in that leadership position, and like with all the new stuff that we're learning and we're implementing, I want to be able to execute it as well as I can.
Kind of piggybacking off of that, off of your goals, what individually do you think you learned most from last year that you want to carry into this year's season?
I think mentality. I think mentality is going to be a very big thing for us this year, because we know we have all the parts. It's how can we work together as a team and stay strong in the lows and continue to come out above everyone else.
Yeah, I think last year we were a great team, and I think this year if we are just like a little bit better in each category, we're going to go really far.
Yeah, I think for me would be trust. I think we have to trust each other on the court. We have to trust our coaches who are leading us, and if you don't have that, you're not going anywhere, because then you're letting balls fall or you're gossiping all the time. And I think just having trust in each other and our coaches. So.